All right, let's dive right into this explainer and completely deconstruct the ultimate YouTube playbook, straight from the source. For years, creators and marketers have basically treated the platform's algorithm like this impenetrable black box, just kind of guessing at what makes content explode. But today, we are literally ripping the lid off that box. We're going to look at the exact frameworks, the specific data points, and the actual literal tools used by the biggest channel in the world to manufacture virality on demand.
100 million. I mean, just take a second to really wrap your head around that figure. That staggering number represents the baseline views our source, MrBeast, achieves per upload. And look, hitting numbers like that, it is definitely not a matter of random luck. It's not just having an occasional good idea or crossing your fingers and waiting for the algorithm to bless you. No way. It's a highly engineered, totally data-driven science. And today, we are looking at the exact data that manufactures this insane level of consistent virality.
So how do we know all this? Well, through a brand new platform called ViewStats, which was actually launched by our source, the back-end analytics behind the world's biggest channels are finally out in the open. He actually explicitly stated that this platform contains everything I use to get over 100 million views a video. That's huge. This isn't just some theoretical advice from a self-proclaimed guru. This is the literal dashboard used to steer the biggest ship on the entire platform.
Here is exactly how we're going to break down this viral playbook today. First up, the free analytics sandbox. Second, hunting for channel outliers. Third, the science of thumbnails. And finally, automating your strategy.
All right, starting off with Section 1, the free analytics sandbox looking at foundational metrics.
Historically, vital statistics like these were completely hidden unless you had back-end access. But now it's all out there. And right off the bat, a really crucial distinction we need to make is context. Imagine you see a channel just absolutely popping off, pulling in 1 billion views a month. Well, that number is kind of meaningless without context. 1 billion views means something completely different depending on whether it's driven by short-form content or long-form content, right? Being able to instantly distinguish where a channel's traffic is actually coming from fundamentally changes how you analyze their success, how you might sponsor them, or even how you might try to emulate their content strategy.
These free tools basically give you unprecedented X-ray vision into literally any channel. You can track daily viewership on specific videos to see their exact growth curves. But what's really wild is that this reveals the coveted out of 10 ranking for any video on the platform. If you're a creator, you know exactly what that ranking is. It's that metric that tells you how a new video is performing compared to your last 10. Previously, you'd never ever know a competitor's score, but now you can see exactly how well a video performed the minute they uploaded it. And when you add in the Similar Channels feature, which compares content and titles across a massive dataset to find channels exactly like yours, you've got this absolutely incredible tool for finding inspiration or maybe even lining up the perfect collaboration.
But here's the real kicker. You don't even have to leave YouTube to see how your competitors are doing in real time. By just installing the Chrome extension, a live analytics overlay pops up right next to whatever video you're currently watching. You can instantly see its daily viewership, check what it ranked out of 10, or even compare its performance against your own most recent video. And it all happens natively right inside your standard viewing experience. It's totally seamless.
Moving right along to Section 2, hunting for channel outliers, where we get into the pro-tier tools.
So, now we're shifting from simply looking at data to actively weaponizing tools that literally cost millions of dollars to maintain. And our source introduces a really vital concept here, the outlier. Think about it like this. Imagine a channel with 10,000 subscribers. Their first few videos get, say, 100 views each. But then suddenly their fourth video explodes and gets 100,000 views. That single video just got 1,000 times the views of their normal content. See, we aren't looking for random flukes of virality here. We're hunting for videos that mathematically crush their baseline because they had a superior idea, an incredible title, or just a completely irresistible thumbnail. Something special caused that massive spike, and ViewStats essentially hoovers up all of these outliers and puts them in one place for you to study.
And by stacking these really robust filtering parameters, you can instantly cut through all the noise on YouTube. It's almost like a superpower. You can literally tell the system, okay, only show me outlier videos that have over 1 million views, from channels with over 100,000 subscribers, that performed at least 10 times better than their channel's average, and were uploaded in the last 90 days. And boom, just like that, you instantly have a highly curated list of proven, high-performing concepts to help you brainstorm viral ideas for your own specific niche.
All right, let's jump into Section 3, the science of thumbnails, all about maximizing those clicks. Because let's be honest, a phenomenal video idea is absolutely nothing if nobody actually clicks on it, right? So next, we're diving into the psychological and data-driven tactics used to completely dominate your click-through rate. Our source gives this fantastic, super specific example that I love. Let's say you're a farmer and you're making a video about your tractor. Using the thumbnail search tool, you can just type in descriptive text, like, I don't know, a person standing next to a tractor, and it instantly pulls up visual inspiration. When you spot one you like, you just hit search by thumbnail, and the system automatically finds visually similar imagery. Suddenly, you've got this entire mood board showing you exactly how to angle your camera to make your tractor look huge and super clickable. Or if you already have a thumbnail you like from out in the wild, you just paste that video URL and search using that image. The crazy part? It works for literally any niche.
Now, this next tool essentially gives you the answer key to the test before you even sit down to take it. We all know you can upload a couple of options and YouTube will run an A/B test to tell you which thumbnail wins. But instead of burning your own time, your own money, and killing your video's momentum by testing hundreds of variations yourself just to learn what the audience wants, why not just study the global A/B tests of the platform's top creators? Let's look at a real-world application of how powerful this is. Top creator Ryan Trahan recently posted a video about testing seats on a crazy expensive airline. He ran an A/B test between a Sleep Pod thumbnail and a split-screen economy versus first class thumbnail. Guess what? The split screen won. But here is the wild part. Our source, MrBeast, did a remarkably similar video a whole year prior. He ran almost the exact same A/B test, and yep, the split-screen economy versus first class thumbnail won for him too. It's a perfect example of the undeniable power of data. By tapping into this public history of literally millions of dollars worth of thumbnail tests, you get to completely bypass the trial and error phase. You just learn from their wins.
Which brings us to our final part, Section 4, automating your strategy for a passive workflow.
Look, gathering all this data is fantastic, but creating an automated system, that is how you actually scale. You definitely don't want to spend your entire life living on YouTube, manually trying to track all of this stuff. And that's why alerts and collections are such a game changer. They act as your automated idea engine, basically tying this whole system together into one smooth, focused workflow. Say you're planning to build the world's largest treehouse later this year. You can just set an alert for the keyword phrase "I built" and filter it for long-form videos that cross the 1 million view mark. The system will continuously scan YouTube for you and literally ping you the second someone hits that metric. From there, you just use the collections tool to save those specific alert videos, your favorite thumbnail inspirations, and all your outlier research into one neatly organized folder. It's essentially a complete, fully passive research pipeline running in the background.
We have truly moved from just stumbling around and guessing in the dark to having absolute statistical clarity on exactly what works. Think about it. The tools that cost millions to develop, the exact datasets used to consistently crank out 100 million views of video, it is all just sitting right there out in the open, ready for you to filter, scrape, and collect. The algorithm has basically been democratized for everyone. So I want to leave you with this final thought. Now that the curtain has been fully pulled back and the biggest secrets on the platform are literally public data, how will you adopt your strategy? Until next time, keep analyzing, keep building, and keep learning.